our feet alignment, okay? So I'm going to turn this way so that you can follow. Okay, hands at our waist, T-stance, weight down on the right, step out on an L, turn the hips and waist, flatten down, bow stance. Sit back, sit down, pivot, root down on the left, that means bear down your weight, T-stance, right foot is weightless, it's the only foot that can move, T-stance, L stance, turn the hips and waist, flatten down, bow stance, bow and arrow. Sit back, sit down on that imaginary stool, twist step, root down on the right, T-stance, out on an L stance with the heel of the left, turn the hips and waist, bow stance. Sit back, sit down, twist step, T-stance, L stance, turn the hips and waist, bow stance. Sit back, sit down, twist step, T-stance. Okay, so now that's the pattern for the feet. But did we keep our Tai Chi posture? So what is Tai Chi posture? Okay, do it as I describe it. Your head is straight up. It's dangling from a cable or a silver thread. Therefore, your shoulders are dropped, almost like a semi-ragdoll. Your middle finger is to the side seam of your pants. Side seam of the pants. Shoulders dropped. Your chest is sunken. It's not flat and stiff as a board, like a soldier, but there's a concaveness to the chest. With your head erect, your chest concave, your butt should be tucked under. Tucked under so that your hips are sort of flared upward with the tucking of that butt. The waist is relatively or very relaxed. So are your knees. Okay, but they're not flexed, but they're not locked in. Nothing is ever locked in joints. The knee now is relaxed, so it's ready for movement. We're thinking good thoughts. Our tongue is on our palate. Our chin is slightly dipped downwards, not parallel to the ground. Okay, and you should feel this sense of heaviness in your feet because gravity is taking care of you. The movements now in Tai Chi are driven by our mind. Our mind is active, and it instills in us the sense of relaxation, the sense of moving in a coordinated way. So whatever the mind says, the body should do. But how does our movement start? The movements are dictated by our waist. So can you do this with me? Put your hands at your waist and turn your waist. This is that movement that we're looking for in all our movements in Tai Chi. The movement of the hips and waist. Tai Chi, when you initially see a performer, you think about his or her hands, but the hands are just there, set in place, but the movement is coordinated and directed by the hips and waist. So I could have my hands any place, but as long as my hips and waist are moving, that's Tai Chi. So in other words, if my hips and waist are not moving and my hands are moving, this is not Tai Chi. So what we're looking for are movements in which our whole body, mental and physical body, can move as a unit, move all together. In moving all together, we are then doing Tai Chi in the ultimate way. But not only that, we're making the best use of our body. We're making our body very efficient. So when we make our body more efficient, we have to obey gravity. Something has to ground us. We can't just go kicking around and seeing that how can we balance. No, we have to have some organization. We're going to have some kind of plan to understand what our body can do to help us to stay safe. So what I want to do now is do Yang Ten form. But